creams, lotions, pillows, supplements, diets, procedures. You can pretty much sell anything you want to people if you just tell them it will make them look younger. That being said, buying tickets to my shows and also buying my merch actually make you look 10 years younger. It's crazy. It's also not lost on me that like 99% of anti-aging products and procedures are marketed directly towards women. You know, in this patriarchal society we live in, because we do live in a society, from an early age, the pressure and like proposed importance of maintaining a youthful image is just absolutely drilled into girls' brains through various forms of media and marketing. There's this fucked up idea that like women's most valuable asset is their youth, which is number one, incorrect, and two, weird as fuck. It's like when you hear people talk about an older celebrity and they're like, wow, she looks so nice for her age. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if you needed those last three words. You could just say someone looks good, you know? It's crazy because it's kind of the opposite for dudes. We've kind of like tricked the world into thinking that men get more attractive as they age. And don't get me wrong, that is true for some dudes, but most old guys, woof. If you think dudes get hotter with age, you take a trip down to the Fountain of Death, aka Florida, and you'll see what most old men look like. But I've never personally felt the like societal pressure to hold on to my youth as a man. I'm a man. But it happens all the time with girls, and it's still happening today.
Here's some things that I do to slow down the aging process as a 14-year-old. I started doing most of these things at 12. Number 1, I take 2 apple cider vinegar pills. I do this twice a day. Number 2, I use a retinol twice a day. Next is I love Korean skincare, and I do 2 face masks a day.
Call me crazy, but I think a literal child having an anti-aging routine is a little dystopian. Because it's like, you're already young. Why are you doing an anti-aging video? That's like if you saw a TikTok of Jeff Bezos and he was like, this is how I have fun on a budget. It's like, dude, you don't need to worry about that, man. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what procedures not to get or what products not to use. It's your body, your decision. But I just hope if people are doing these anti-aging procedures and stuff, I just hope they're doing it for the right reason. And again, I'm not smart. If you want a deep, insightful commentary on this topic, or fucking any topic, you're watching the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy. But I guess anti-aging, you know, it's not inherently bad. But with every other fucking thing on this planet, some people are taking it a little too far. And I thought it would be interesting to actually try out some of these anti-aging techniques / products and see if they have any actual effect. But first, we have to actually find out how to reverse my age. So I think we need to go to the most reliable place on the internet to find well-documented, peer-reviewed information on this subject. TikTok!
You're not ugly or old, but your inner dialogue might be. If you want the ultimate glow-up, you won't find it in a bottle, but in the power of positive affirmation.
Ding, ding, ding! You said the magic word!
Start speaking and thinking youthful thoughts, because your thoughts shape your reality.
Positive affirmations, manifesting, that's a classic with this type of shit. Manifesting was a huge part of the video where I took a vision healing masterclass. So I'm pretty familiar with the concept, alright? This ain't my first rodeo. And hey, if it works for you, that's wicked. But the thing I'm confused about, she tells people to think and speak youthful thoughts.
Start speaking and thinking youthful thoughts.
What is that? What even is a youthful thought? Whoa, he's so deep in thought. I wonder what he's thinking about. I'm just a little baby. I make boom boom in my diaper and I miss my mommy. I love CoComelon so much. Oh my god, what's that smell? Dude, did you shit yourself? So this creator actually sells the exact affirmations you need to say on her website for $10. But I unfortunately can't buy those because I'm just a little baby with no money. So I found a video on YouTube called Age Reversal Affirmations.
Rekindle your spirit and ignite the passion with these reverse aging affirmations. Listen or repeat them for at least 21 days in a row.
21 days in a row? What the dude, no sleeping, no eating, no exercising, no doing any of the things that will like keep you healthy and also maintain a youthful appearance. Fuck all that. You just sit in your fucking affirmations cave for 3 weeks straight. Imagine I walk out of my office 21 days later, fucking sunken in eyes and stuff. You can see my bones. I've never felt so young. Okay, so let's see what these affirmations are.
I have the spirit of a young.
I have the spirit of a young.
I am glowing.
I am glowing.
My bones and veins are in the best shape.
My bones and veins are in the best shape. Just my bones and veins, though. Everything else sucks. Alright, I can't really tell if these worked or not because I haven't done them for 3 weeks straight, but I don't know. I can already feel like I have the spirit of a young. The comments on this video are really interesting, too. I'm 26, but I get mistaken for 18 years old every day. My skin is glowy and clear. I'm so happy for these affirmations. I'm gonna look 18 forever. And it's like, cool, good for these people, right? If that's what they want to look like. But, like, personally, why would you want to look 18 forever? That is a nightmare. This was me at 18. Oh, fuck! If I still looked like this, I would be a Batman villain, dude. I'd be fucking crazy. I'd be so mad all the time. Dude, I'd be running around Gotham fucking popping zits on people and shit. And I could fly because I'm like, all my back knee is popping so much where it's all the pus coming out. The force of all my back zits popping is just... Sorry, moving on from that horrifying picture of 18-year-old me. So we know there's a lot of products and procedures that exist out there to slow the aging process. But even that's not enough for some people. One man in particular is going to extreme length to not just slow the aging process, but reverse it entirely. And his name is Brian Johnson. I wish his last name was Griffin.
Whoa, that's so hard.
That'd be so savage. So this Brian Johnson guy is a Mormon entrepreneur and venture capitalist from Utah. I know, pretty crazy. A Mormon from Utah? Huh? Now I have seen everything. And I'm sure some of you have probably seen this guy around the internet talking about his age reversal endeavors. But the shit he does is pretty fucking insane, in my personal opinion. I watched his full morning routine and it is wild.
I just woke up.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing because it's pretty lengthy, but I'll do a quick run through. He starts off his morning by taking his temperature. He then stands in front of a light that imitates sunlight because he wakes up before the sun rises, of course. He then takes iron and vitamin C. He then weighs himself every morning, by the way, and not just his body weight.
Weight, BMI, fat, muscle, visceral fat, water, bone, heart rate, and EDA. That also gives me the air quality in the area.
Dude, I will go to the greatest lengths to not weigh myself, but this guy does it every morning. Fucking respect. Because for me, that is fucking torture, dude. I don't know, maybe torture is a strong word. I can't imagine a saw trap that's like,
stand on the scale or die.
Brian then does 5 minutes of blue light therapy. He then does a meditation, some weird vibrator thing that he never really explains fully. He puts in eye drops, and then he prepares his daily pills. And this has gotta be the craziest shit I have ever seen. Think of how many pills he's gonna have. It's more than that.
I don't know how many pills in here. I think last time we reported it was something like over 50, maybe 60. That looks like a lot more. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
50 to 60 pills every day? Buddy swallows a fucking entire pharmacy every morning, dude. That is wild. He's got to tone it down. I think Brian's got to incorporate a couple chill pills in there as well, because Jesus Christ, man. But Brian still isn't done. He now puts red light on his head to prevent hair loss. And if red light prevents hair loss, looks like I'm keeping mine forever. Sometimes when I'm driving, I hit so many red lights. And he preps his food for the day.
This is what I'm going to eat after we work out. Yeah, overall, it's a lot of vegetables every month. It's over 50 pounds, I think.
I hate to break it to you, man, but that's shit from a butt.
I know people look at it and they say it's a green goop and they like to make fun of it.
Of course I'm gonna make fun of it, dude. That looks like baby shit. What the fuck? I found out this guy has a son, too. That's gotta suck to have this guy as a dad. Sorry, son, you're grounded. Eat shit, Dad. I do. He's still not done, by the way. He then prepares his second meal of the day, which he calls Nutty Pudding.
Nutty Pudding?
Which is like a protein powder that he actually sells on his website. Maybe it's called that because you gotta be a little nutty if you're gonna be putting that into your body. And would you believe me if I told you his morning routine still isn't done?
Well, it's not.
We're like fucking halfway through, dude. By the time this morning routine is done, he's gonna have to start his bedtime routine. Because, Jesus, this is taking all fucking day. So after making his poop and sand, he does a quick workout and then he finally eats his breakfast. That honestly seems like so much work. Compared to my morning routine, my entire morning routine can be summed up with the first 2 words of Chop Suey by System of a Down. Wake up! That's it, man. That's it. I'm awake. And that's the thing. It's wild seeing morning routines like this because, like, who is this for? I made this point in my Living Like a Billionaire for a Week video, but like 99% of people do not have the time to do this shit when they wake up. He says in this video that his morning routine can take up to 4 hours.
My morning routine is about 3 to 4 hours. It varies on a given day. Sometimes I go a little
Too
faster.
long. This is just not realistic to normal people. But honestly, I don't know why I'm getting so hung up on this guy. Like, who even cares what this guy has to say anyway? He doesn't even have the erection of an 18-year-old. Yeah, I feel like even a manicurist would say that's the grossest thumbnail they've ever seen. What the fuck is that? I also found this really interesting video of Brian Johnson. He's using yet some other fucking crazy contraption to make himself younger.
Today I'm going to show you the machine I use that allows me to do the equivalent of 20,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes time. I've set the machine to 100% and 15, so it's the max level. This is definitely not something you want to start with. What it feels like is it's